Okay, Falcon 9 Heavy. Here's what I think it is. All right, here's what I think it is. It's got this giant payload at the top, right? So you got your first stage boosters that get them all the way up into outer space. That payload is a satellite that has a second stage booster that gets it way outside, pretty far away, like halfway to the moon. I know. And then it goes into geosynchronous orbit so far out, and it's also stealthy. Okay, and it has all its own power system. It's got extra fuel. It can navigate in outer space like any of the satellites that they currently have. Okay. But it's farther out. It's farther out. Okay. And it's like a seed pod. And inside that seed pod is a ton of small, narrowly built nukes that all have their own re-entry vehicle and their own second stage booster that has extra fuel. So this thing is going to float out there in outer space on standby. Then at the moment that it's neat, the whole thing is EMP proof and so far out into outer space that radar's not going to pick it up. Okay? Especially because it has some stealthy capabilities. If the SHH, the TF, okay, these things the seed pod will open, and each one of them will be kind of float away from each other, and then they're going to time they each have a pre-programmed destination. They can circumnavigate the Earth and hit any target anywhere on the Earth in like 8.5 minutes. Just saying. Faster than any other response time, and in many cases faster than the submarine launched. Not only that, but each one is independently targetable. Okay, and they're dialed up to 370 kilotons. Okay, so they're not megatons, but there's a lot of them. It's like a giant seed pod, full of them. Then when God pushes that button, and then Kim Jong-un pushes his button, and Donald Trump pushes his button, okay? This thing opens up, and kind of like seeds, releases them. Each one is programmed to go to its independently targetable location, and they're timed so that the first one coming down, when a missile defense system detects it, like say the S-400, so here comes your missile, here comes an S-400, just before the impact, the thing detonates. And hopefully knocks out everything, even where that S-400 missile was coming from. If not, there's timed perfectly. There's a second one that re-enters right behind that to hit the target. So it's going to be a nuke at a higher level that comes in, and another nuke passes through it. I'm just saying. And then that's in locations where there's like an S-400 missile defense system. Okay? In locations where it's not, they're going to target natural resources. Anywhere that China is investing in money to dig for gold or oil or any of these new islands, anywhere could be anywhere in South America or Africa. In other words, just because it's the United States. Anyway, we're going to also target places in Canada. And some of these are programmed to detonate and create the matchstick, just like mother of all bombs. In other words, they don't hit the ground and explode. They explode just off the ground, giving enough space for thermonuclear acceleration. Okay? The acceleration of atomic particles. In other words, if it was in the ground when it explodes, it has less of a impact. Okay, but if it explodes just above the ground or at the right distance, anyway, these things are crazy. Anyway, yeah, give your heart to God and keep your heart right with the Lord Jesus. Time's running out.